I bought a filament dryer. If you saw the video, my last video, where I tried to print with this and it snapped. So now I have to dry my filaments because this has been sitting under my desk or sitting on top of my printer for months, years, and now it's all moist and damp. And that's why I got a filament dryer. To test it out, we're gonna do an unboxing. And I also heard in the comments that it doesn't come with like to absorb the moisture, like it dries it, it heats it up, but the moisture just kind of sits in the box. So I bought 2 pounds of silica gel, and it's color changing and also reusable. So I think it starts off orange and then it turns more like a dark blue, greenish color when it has absorbed moisture. Let's open this. I got my handy dandy EDC here, a Swiss Army knife. It's got my name on it. I got it from Switzerland on a Europe trip there. So let's see. Just get all the tape off. Now you can also just dry your filament with like your standard oven, but it's probably not safe to do so if you're going to eat out of that same oven or cook your food. What is this stuff? Oh, there's more tape over here. I've never done an unboxing, so I'm just like, I don't know. I don't plan on doing unboxings. I've never even watched an unboxing video. Alright, Sovol filament dryer, user manual. You gotta keep that, read that. That's just their contact information. Okay, this is a bunch of stuff I have to read. References. I think it's like 4 hours to dry for some PLA. So I'm gonna have a time lapse after I open it and put some PLA in there and watch it dry. Okay, it's just a bunch of plastic. What the heck? Now this is also it's a small, so it only fits maybe a kilo, or was it 2? Yeah, it's 2. You can only put 2 of these spools in there at a time, which is fine for me because I only print with that size. It's not a lot, it's really just this. Does it come with a power adapter? If it doesn't, that's gonna be, like, why don't we have power adapters? It's 2026. You can also print while you're drying your filament, so you should keep them in an airtight sealed box. But they have holes here that you can feed your spool through, so you can print and dry at the same time, and keep it safe from humidity and safe from the environment. Yeah, they have a little diagram here. Boom! You just put it up on the top in the box, feed it through. Sovol. I've never heard of them. I literally just looked up filament dryer and then got the cheapest one because we're not Mr. Beast, we're not Mr. Moneybags. Another manual, you must know before you use. I must know this. Press the power on, okay? Press M to set the temperature, press up to set it between 40 to 50 degrees Celsius. Press M again to set drying time. It's only got 2 buttons. Recommended room temperature for this dryer is above 16 degrees Celsius, which is 60 degrees Fahrenheit for all my Americans. If you use HO1, what? Oh, this is the HO1, that's what it's called, the model. They also have an HO2, which is just like the newer one. I got this one because it's cheaper though. It is recommended that the desiccant in the filaments package be placed in the dry box. Yep, and that's why I got 2 pounds of desiccant. Nobody's out there, I like that sound. ASMR or something. I also want to do something with this. Like, I don't know, I feel like I can have fun with that. Oh, here's the power box. Perfect. There's a lot of, what am I going to do with all this? This is the inside. So what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing the place where you put the 2 spools on these bearing rollers. And then I'm seeing a fan in there. Yeah, DC fan, 12 volt fan. Please open the 4 sealing plugs during the drying process, especially for the more absorbent filaments. Yeah, I had PC, which is supposed to be one of the most absorbent. It gets really saturated, but it printed fine on my video. So in order to ensure that the drying water vapor can be discharged quickly, so that's what these holes are for also. I don't think I'm going to use this while printing, though. Just to dry my filaments before I print. I mean, I don't know, we'll see what happens, what I feel like. But does this even fit? I have 2 spools right here, actually. I have this blue one, and then I have this gray. This is great, but this is like basically done. Like, I'm not gonna print with this anymore. This is also almost basically done. So why am I gonna dry it if it's, it's almost empty? Well, because I can and I want to. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, you got 2 in there. They sit nicely, I guess. You know, I might even be able to just do like 30 minutes. Because if it's this, this is like maybe a couple grams left. Some of the instructions or the manual. Let's see, input voltage of 100 volts, 240 volts at 50, 60 hertz. We're going to do 60 hertz. We got 48 rated power. Filament diameter is 1.75 millimeters and a 2.85 millimeter one. Yeah, 2 spools. Humidity range is 0% to 99%, plus or minus 2%. So, okay, we can get what, 101% then on there? Operation temperature is between -9 degrees Celsius, -85 degrees Celsius. No, I'm in there. -9 degrees Celsius to 85 degrees. External dimensions here. Net weight is just 1.2 kilograms. You got the 2 buttons. The M, the up, the power on. I think it's pretty simple design, honestly. I'm gonna bring this up and have it on until you can see the time lapse of the filament drying. Okay, so I'm just gonna plug it right next to my printer here. Got my Iron Man mask there. See if we can turn this on. Power button. What? You know, I should take these out first before I start messing with stuff. All right, power button. No. Is this not? Oh, you know what? It's because I don't have my outlet on. There goes my printer too. I have an outlet that's connected to a light switch, so let's see. Power on? Ooh. Let's see, we got 2352. Is that the humidity right now? You know, I should read the manual again. Yeah, the humidity, this is the humidity and temperature of the box. 23 degrees Celsius, 51% humidity. That's kind of crazy. That's basically my room then, right? I wonder where those sensors are, or how I can tell. So then these prints were hanging out in 51% humidity over the past year and a half, basically. I'm gonna pop it in, actually. Pop this one in. So where do I put the desiccant? I might need like some exposed type of bags. Give me 1 minute. I gotta find something to put these in. Huzzah! I can put them in a sock. Because why not? Alright, let's open this. Let's make sure it doesn't absorb the humidity of my room though. It's got one of those. Oh, it's because I don't have a printer. It's got one of those baby cap locks on. There we go. I'm not a baby though. These don't stop me. Sealed for your protection. I don't need. Okay. I'm gonna just dump a whole bunch in this sock. You can see they're orange on the inside. Can you see that? Make sure you see? Very cool. They look like Finding Nemo babies. You know the Finding Nemo intro where Marlin was protecting the little eggs? Like caviar or whatever? Alright, so I'm gonna just put it in the sock. Close this up. They're reusable, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna just drop this in. Hopefully this doesn't burn up or something. Alright. Power button. We press M. And let me go back to step 2. See, I was talking about these steps are dumb, but now I need them. Press M to set the temperature. That says 50. Oh, is it starting? What was that, 5 hours? Oh, that was 6 hours. Okay, so it's starting. It says work on there. And the humidity is already coming down, I think, 42%. Okay, so we'll set up the time lapse. It is just finished. We got 43 degrees Celsius, 27% humidity, which was down from what I think was 50 something percent, 51%. So pop, pop. Look at that. Oh, it's warm, yeah. Well, obviously, right? And then there's the filament. It's drier. I mean, I can't tell the difference. And we can also look at inside on the desiccant silica gel. And they do, you know what? I need to have this up. I'm gonna rest it up on my stand here. Let's open these. Oh, yeah, look at that. They're actually darker, which means they did absorb humidity. Especially that one. That's like a really dark one. Remember, they were bright orange before. They were like oops, some of them are still bright orange. And now they're falling all over my room, and I'm gonna be cooked. But that's really cool, though, that you can see, you know. So this definitely does work, judging by the silica gel. For a 3D dryer, I guess, this one is fine. This was like $13, I think, off Amazon, I found. But enjoy the video. Hit the like. I love you.